Hey, friend. Welcome to the Grief to Great Day podcast. Do you feel like you're going crazy? Is the shower the only place for you to really cry? Are you surrounded by people, but you still feel all alone? Do you want to be the you were before your loved one died, but you have no idea how to get there? I'm Steph Cabanis, Southern by choice, wife, turtle triathlete, Jesus follower, and fellow traveler in the journey of grief. I too struggled to breathe, questioned God and my faith, and thought I would never be happy again. But God took my brokenness and He turned it into a breakthrough. So if you're ready to understand how to navigate grief, lean into your faith and take just one step towards healing, then bring your ugly cry, get into a comfortable place, even if that's your bed right now, and let the healing begin. Girl, there's hope for your future. Hello, family. Today's episode, it's close to my heart because we're talking about something that's absolutely essential in hard times. Talking about community. And I'm going to share some exciting changes that will make our Grief to Great Day community feel more like home and help us grow stronger together. Last week I had breakfast and coffee with one of my favorite people, Trish, and we were talking about how important it is to have people in your corner. See, Trish is currently going through a tough season. She's 12 weeks of not being able to bear any weight on her foot after she had foot reconstruction surgery. She's 5 weeks in, which leaves 7 more weeks. And it's hard for her to sit in the same place with her leg elevated day after day. While we were talking, I couldn't help but gently remind her that, Trish, this is not your forever. It's time limited. And she's so blessed to be surrounded by so many people who love her. She looked at me, rolled her eyes, as friends do when they don't want to hear what you're saying, and she reminded me of a moment when she threw a truth bomb at me during my grief journey. It was during my second year of grief, and I had a list of questions and complaints a mile long. She listened, and then she just looked at me and said, 3 nails and a cross. Whew. Now, it was one of those turning point moments that helped shift my perspective. She also told me in her blunt but loving way that I was a lot of work and grief. And she was right. I got on my own nerves with the questions and the anger and the trying to figure it out. But real friends, your tribe, they will lovingly speak the truth you need to hear to help you heal. In hard times, especially in grief, it's a blessing to have your tribe, your peeps, your community. It's the place where you can simply be. If you want to talk, great. If you don't, well, that's fine too. For Christian women walking through grief, it's important to have a Jesus following community. Because let me tell you, there's no real healing in culture, crystals, chasing signs from loved ones who have passed away. Instead of chasing feelings or trends, chase truth and Jesus. Real friends and real community will point you to the truth in love. Truth, though hard to hear sometimes, is invaluable in your healing journey. And that's what today's episode is about. It's about creating and finding the kind of community where you feel welcomed, understood, and pointed toward true healing through the Lord. A place that feels like that's where you want to run to when life and grief gets hard. When I started Grief to Great Day, I didn't know how to do anything online. And as I've shared in the past, I was severely tech challenged. I had to rely on others, and I was told there was no better place than Facebook to build a community. Now, I researched other options, but I was cautioned that women around the world would never find an online Christian community better than what Facebook could offer. Now, while I believe social media can be a tool for good, and the Grief Group for Christian Women's private Facebook group has been an incredible blessing, I also believe there's a better way. Currently, if you want to view resources or listen to the Grief to Great Day podcast or be in the community, you have to go to three different platforms or places like the website, the podcast app, and Facebook. For those reasons and others, and to build a stronger and lasting community, I'm excited to share the changes coming to our community. I want you to imagine a place where you don't have to scroll through distractions, where you're not bombarded with ads, and where the focus is entirely on your healing and connection. Over the last few years, I've heard from many members who have had to leave our private Facebook group because for them to be on Facebook in grief was too hard. So, over the next several months, I will be closing the private Facebook group and transitioning everything that's Grief to Great Day to a new all in one community application. This new platform will also be the exclusive home for the Grief to Great Day podcast, which means it will no longer be publicly available. While this feels like a significant change, I believe, I really believe that our community will feel more like a true safe haven that's easy to navigate because everything you need will be in one place. The new platform or home for Grief to Great Day has an app, so you can download it right on your phone or on the computer. Imagine being able to take daily inspiration, monthly gatherings, the podcast, and so much more with you wherever you go. Whether you're on a walk, commuting, or just taking a quiet moment for yourself, your community will be right there with you. Grief to Great Day has never been about the numbers for me. Yes, metrics matter for online growth, but my heart has always been focused on your journey. It's not about building an audience, it's about cultivating relationships. I want you to feel loved, welcomed, and encouraged every time you connect with this community. I want you to have a place where you can breathe easy and know that you're not alone. Most importantly, I want everything we do to point you to God, the ultimate light and source of hope and healing. One of the most beautiful aspects of our group has been witnessing how members support each other. I've seen incredible connections happen, true friendships that transcend distance and bring real encouragement. One example is Stephanie Floor, our member who connected with another member on her travels to speak to a church last year about becoming a missionary in Ukraine. Their visit blessed them both and became a source of ongoing prayer and encouragement, even now, as Stephanie is a missionary in Ukraine. And this past October, Jeff and I visited Kathy Brasby, another member, who lives in Colorado. We met because of Grief to Great Day. We met because of grief. Watching Kathy thrive after the loss of her husband and sharing that time together, that was inspiring. These moments, they're what make this community so special. In the new improved community, we can match women with the same type of loss for more specific support. This new home, it will foster even more of these connections. It's designed to help you engage in ways that feel meaningful and are easy. You'll find features like a home tab for all community interaction. There's an events section for upcoming and past gatherings, a resource hub like a library to help you navigate grief, and a private messaging system to connect with others directly. The podcast, it will be right there too, ready to accompany you wherever you are. As a quick analogy, Jeff and I were at Sam's Club early one morning, to beat the holiday shopping crowds. And he showed me the Sam's app, which lets you scan and go, either at the gas pump or in the store. No more long lines, no more frustration. It just works. And as I used the app, and we didn't have to stand in line, and we could just walk out the door, I thought, man, this is what I want our new Grief to Great Day community to feel like. Simple, seamless, and supportive. A place that removes the barriers and lets you focus on what matters most. Now, here's where I need your help. This is going to be your community, and I want to make sure it meets your needs. As we make this transition, all founding members, and a founding member is the first group of members to join, all founding members will have the opportunity to shape the future of the community. As a founding member, you get to share areas you need the most support, like do you want experts or counselors to hold live sessions? Do you want to add levity into your day with something more lighthearted? You're currently walking the journey, so your input is invaluable. And what you need, others probably do too. This new home is not just replacing Facebook. It's something entirely new. A home for Christian grief support and connection unlike anything else out there. And your voice is vital in shaping it. This change is about stepping into something better together. I hope you'll join me in this new season for Grief to Great Day, and you can stay tuned for all the updates, like when we're going to move and how that looks in the Facebook group and on this podcast. Now, I know it sounds amazing, and I believe it's going to be. So, what's the catch, right? Well, the catch is that for the community to thrive, we need to switch our perspective from a spectator to a neighbor mentality. You know, when you're walking in your neighborhood and you see a familiar face, you might wave at them from a distance. You may say hey, and you might even stop and have a conversation. Now, you don't talk to everyone, but you're engaged on some level. If you're any one of those people, the faraway waver, the say hello person, or the stop and talk person, you will want to join and you are needed in the new Grief to Great Day community. If, however, you have no desire to wave, to say hey, or stop and talk, then it might not be for you. Let me clarify this a little bit more. What I mean by desire is that you want to wave or say hey and chat, but maybe right now, going through grief, it's just too hard. Now, that's perfectly fine. And for a lot of us, I was one of those. It's normal. This group could be the very place you start to dip your toe in the water and just welcome a new member with an emoji. That's engagement. Don't forget, I was the one who couldn't say my own name at my first grief group meeting, but I showed up. Now, if you have no desire to wave ever, say hey or chat, and you know you never will, or if you're trying to build your personal audience or business, then this new Grief to Great Day community, it's not going to be for you. It seems that many who want to build businesses, they will join Facebook groups that are similar to advertise their business. I personally have never done this because I believe grief, it's a sacred journey, and it is one that should never be overshadowed or diminished by other motives. There will be a monthly membership fee as well. For all founding members, the cost will be $5 a month. Now, maybe you were expecting that to be quite a bit higher, but it's just really more about you putting skin in the game, if you will. It's about you saying, yes, I am serious about taking action to get through grief. And remember, as a founding member, you will also shape the future of the group. Your experience, what you're going through right now, your insights, your heart, they are so important. So if you're in the first months after loss, what you need, it matters for your healing and for those who will come after you. Now, if you're further along, then that's a wonderful way to begin finding your purpose, your thoughts on what would be most helpful to those rebuilding life. That's invaluable too. Together, we're going to create something so special, a place where real friendships grow, where truth is spoken in love, and where Jesus is always at the center of hope and healing. The word of the week is 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. More details will be coming in the new year, so don't worry, I'll let you know when the Facebook group will be closing and the new Grief to Great Day community will be opening. In the meantime, please pray. This will be your journey work, the work of your journey. Please pray about becoming a founding member and pray about the new community in general. Thank you for being here and for allowing me to walk this journey with you. Remember to check out Coffee and Kathy, our weekly devotion. There are only 2 more episodes left this Thursday and next Thursday on the Grief to Great Day podcast. For now, join the Facebook group as updates will be posted in there as well. And for all things Grief to Great Day, visit my website, grief2greatday.com. If you have just lost a loved one, there are important resources there for you. If you don't have a church home, visit my church, opendoorchurch.com. Everything you need for now are in the show notes or on the website. Don't forget, you are not alone. And this is not your forever, and God has plans for you. Yes, you. Keep coming back to the house, keep sitting on the couch, and keep taking action toward your healing. Thank you for being here today, for showing up. If this podcast has given you hope, encouragement, or helped you in any way, share it with a friend, either in a text or on your social platforms. Also, please subscribe, rate, and leave a written review on iTunes. It's a huge blessing for me to know that you're out there. Lastly, and this is important, you are not alone. Connect with me on the Grief to Great Day website, the link is below, and sign up for our free newsletters. I want to be able to pray for you by name. Remember, grief isn't something you're going to get over, but a great day is something you can get to.